Let's start with the one that put this entire line on the map. Good Girl, the classic, the original. And listen, there's a reason people are still talking about it after all these years. It's built on almond, coffee, jasmine sambac, tuberose, tonka bean, and cocoa. But forget the technical list for a second. On the skin, what you actually feel is the kind of perfume that makes you stop and think, who smells like that? It's warm, creamy, deeply feminine, and it has this elegant darkness that just pulls you in. The coffee and almond make it addictive and seductive. The florals keep it soft without being obvious. And the cocoa with the tonka bring this rich, almost irresistible warmth to the base. This perfume doesn't sit quietly on your skin. It settles in, and that's entirely the point. My advice, save this one for the moments when you actually want to be felt before you're seen. A special dinner, a date that matters, an event, or simply one of those days when you want to feel genuinely, unapologetically powerful. It was made for exactly that. You know that woman who doesn't need to say much to command a room? That's her. Good Girl Légère. Think of it this way. If the original is your friend who loves to arrive and make a whole entrance, Légère is you at that same party. Confident, put together, but with nothing to prove. The notes are ylang ylang, jasmine, tuberose, dulce de leche, tonka bean, and sandalwood. On the skin, it feels softer, creamier, more breathable. The dulce de leche makes it warm and comforting in all the right ways. The florals are beautiful without being loud, and the sandalwood rounds everything out into something genuinely refined. The sensuality is still there. It's just less interested in being the topic of conversation. My advice, reach for this one when you want to be feminine and sophisticated, but the moment doesn't call for a grand entrance. A relaxed dinner, the early stages of something new, a polished work environment. It delivers elegance without effort, and sometimes that's exactly what the situation needs. It's the good girl for the woman who knows what she has and doesn't need to announce it. Now, Good Girl Supreme, and this is where the line decides to stop being subtle. Red fruits, Egyptian jasmine, tonka bean, and vetiver. On the skin, it's juicier, more vibrant, with this intense sweetness that draws attention in a completely different way than the original. The fruits bring a modern, almost provocative seduction. The jasmine keeps it feminine, the tonka warms it, and the vetiver grounds it, making sure it never tips into something too sweet or too obvious. It gives it weight, it gives it seriousness. Supreme doesn't want to be pretty, it wants to be unforgettable. My advice, keep this one for when you actually want to make an impact. A night out, a party, cold weather, an event where you know you'll be around people who matter. Or simply a day when you wake up and decide you're not going unnoticed. Don't waste this one on a Tuesday at the office. It was built for more than that. The woman who wears Supreme isn't waiting for a compliment. She's waiting for you to still be thinking about her after she's gone. Very good girl. And honestly, this one has a special place in a lot of people's hearts, including mine, lychee, red currant, rose, vetiver, and vanilla. It's fruity, rosy, and delicately sweet. The lychee makes it bright and alive. The rose brings that classic romantic femininity that never gets old. The vanilla warms it without weighing it down. And the vetiver keeps it from going too young. It gives it structure, gives it elegance. It's not trying to be mysterious. It's not trying to impress anyone. It just smells beautiful, and everyone around you notices. My advice, don't save this one only for special occasions. It's too good for that. Wear it on a date, at a lunch, on a girl's day out. Anytime you want to smell lovely and feel good without overthinking it, this perfume handles it. Trust me. It's the kind of perfume your friend is wearing when you lean in and ask, "What is that?" before she even sits down. Very Good Girl Glam. Take Very Good Girl and imagine it getting dressed up for a night out. That's glam. Bitter cherry, rose, vetiver, vanilla, and lily. On the skin, it's brighter, sweeter, more striking. The bitter cherry brings something modern and sensual. The rose keeps everything feminine. The vanilla deepens the whole thing. And together, they create a perfume with one very clear personality. A woman who got ready and wants to be seen. My advice, don't try to make this one work for every day. It'll feel like too much, and it deserves better than that. Save it for the night, for the event, for the moment when you look in the mirror before walking out and think, yes, I'm ready. It was made specifically for that feeling, and it delivers every single time. It's for the woman who is feminine, confident, and completely comfortable being the center of attention. Good Girl Blush, and this one is different from everything else in the family. Bergamot, bitter almond, peony, ylang ylang, vanilla, and tonka bean. On the skin, it's light, floral, and sweetly delicate. The bergamot opens it with freshness and clarity. The peony gives it that clean, beautiful floral quality that never feels heavy. The vanilla and tonka warm the base gently, comfortably, and the almond connects it to the good girl DNA, but in the most soft, feminine way possible. Blush doesn't want to make a statement. It just wants to be beautiful. And it is, effortlessly. My advice, this is your everyday perfume. Work, a casual outing, a relaxed date, a spring afternoon. It works in everything without ever feeling out of place or overdone. If you're ever unsure what to wear, blush is almost always the right answer. It's the kind of perfume that makes life easier. The woman who wears blush doesn't need to draw attention. She just leaves a lovely impression everywhere she goes. Good Girl Blush Elixir. Picture blush. Now picture it all grown up, warmer, a little more sure of itself, and heading out for the evening. Bergamot, rose, patchouli, vanilla, and an amber accord. On the skin, it's more enveloping, more sensual, more complex than the original blush. The rose keeps everything romantic and feminine. The vanilla warms it, really warms it. The amber wraps around everything like a hug. And the patchouli, which can sound intimidating, but works beautifully here, adds depth, maturity, that quality of a perfume you don't easily forget. My advice, if you love blush but feel like it disappears too quickly or needs more body for the moment you're in, try the Elixir, especially in cold weather, at night, or on dates where you want to feel delicate but not invisible. It gives you exactly that balance. Same softness, more presence. It's the blush version that already knows exactly what it wants and doesn't need much else beyond that. And finally, Good Girl Dazzling Garden. This one is for the woman who already knows and loves this line and wants a version that feels a little more special, a little more exclusive, a little more, this is my perfume. It follows the classic Good Girl structure, a floral oriental gourmand with that signature contrast between white florals and a warm, sweet, seductive base. On the skin, it's still confident, feminine, deeply luxurious, with that rich, creamy warmth that defines the entire line. My advice, don't reach for this one casually. It was made for occasions that deserve attention, a special event, an important night, a moment when you want your perfume to match what's happening around you. Treat it like what it is, a more elevated version of something you already love. It earns that treatment. It's for the woman who has explored this entire line, figured out what works for her, and now only wants the best of it. So, 8 versions. 8 different ways of being the same confident woman this line has always been about. If you want the classic, sensual, good girl, go with the original. If you want something lighter, légère. If you want real impact, supreme. If you want something romantic and charming, very good girl. If you want glamour and intention, Very Good Girl Glam. If you want something soft and beautiful for every day, Blush. If you want blush with more depth and presence, Blush Elixir. And if you want the most special version of the family, Dazzling Garden. The question was never, which one is the best perfume in the line? The question has always been, which one sounds the most like you today?